say. He's like
just insane. Like,
yeah.
Yo, it's only one word I can say about Mike, man. He's just sick with it. I mean, he's stupendous. He's crazy with it, you know?
I think one of the strengths of Mixmaster Mike is his ability to improv. A lot of the things that he does on stage are things that he feels that moment, unrehearsed. It's like he gets possessed by something and he just goes nuts.
To tell you the truth, I'm kind of like battling myself. I'm kind of like soul searching. Soul searching live on stage.
One, two.
Yeah, I try to segregate myself from everybody. It's the 15 minutes before I go on stage, and I just kind of like look into my head and see what I have for the night. You know, I try to dig up something special. You know, I'm always thinking of energy, high energy. You know.
Once again, we're going to our 10-minute countdown. Our 10-minute countdown. We're going to be starting Fader Slap Radio at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. You know the vibes. Fader Slap Radio, DJ FATFINGAZ and Boogie Blonde. Y'all, you know what it is.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
4, 3,
Come on, Los Angeles.
2, 1.
You're now watching Mixmaster Mike all the way live. This is all about the turntablists right now. Just tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the 10-minute countdown. We're gonna be going down in it's gonna be going down in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Once again, we have a special guest as well, too. He's going to be in the room, or she's going to be in the room. You never know. But be sure to follow Fader Slap Radio right now. Follow Fader Slap Radio right now. Shouts to Grand Wizard Theater in the building. Grand Wizard Theater, I see you. The Grand Wizard Theater, yes, the man who invented the scratch is in the room. 5 minutes to showtime. 5 minutes to showtime.
Yo, somebody say yeah! Say yeah! Yo, scream! Hold up, who's doing the strobe lights and shit? This ain't no motherfucking rave, this is a hip-hop show, y'all. Give me the fucking spotlight, yo, and keep it steady. Word? You agree? Here we go.
4 more minutes. 4 more minutes until showtime. Once again, this is Mixmaster Mike all the way live. And yes, this is all vinyl. Two more minutes to showtime, y'all. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me in the room? If you can hear me in the room, just put that fire emoji on.
Motherfucker, get fired.
That's what I'm talking about. Word up, let's go. What's going on, man? What's going on to everybody out there? Shouts to all the turntablists, all the DJs. You know the vibe is the heavy hitter DJ FATFINGAZ. And yeah, man, welcome to Fader Slap Radio right here, exclusively on IG Live. Every single Sunday is going to be going down at 8 p.m. I know a lot of people are just like, yo, the MTV Awards and everything. Nah, man, we're going to go beyond that. We are musicians and we need to be heard. You know what I mean? Shouts to all the DJs in the room right now. And shouts to, yeah, man, this is love right here, man. This is love. This is a lot of love right here. Woo. So I'm talking about. Let me just get jiggy real quick. You know what I mean? Shouts to everybody out there. Please don't forget to wear your mask when you're outside. You know, shouts to Smooth Gear for this amazing mask right over here. You can see this. This is part of, you know, that's the same skin that's on the Jordan 4s, the Cement 4s. You know what I mean? Shouts to Smooth Gear for that right there. And we got a special guest. I need everybody to share this room right now because I have a very famous, world famous special guest who is about to, yeah, we're going to have a conversation. a very famous turntablist, a champion turntablist, someone who changed the vibes of a whole era in beat juggling. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And he's somewhere over here. You know what I mean? I need everybody to share this room. I need everybody to share this room right now. You know what I mean? If you're not sharing the room, I'm not gonna have this person come in. You know what I mean? Come on, knock on our door. You know the vibes. Oh man. But shouts to all the turntablists out there, all the DJs out there. It doesn't matter if you scratch, if you just mix. This is for everybody over here. You want an education, you came to the right spot. Right here on Fader Slap Radio. And let me see who's there. Let me see. Dre Mays, Pablo, Jay Sparks, what's Gucci? Aruchi, Goldfingers is in the building. Let me see. Mr. Saint, Eli Touch, Crespo, Big Sean Official, Pob, C Boogie, Exodia Colado, EMAC. Let me see. TMT. Crazy Charles, let's go, Crazy Charles. Shouts to the Real Sure Shot. You're very, very welcome for this. My mom's is in the building. Nets fan 718, I see you. Let's get about 15 more. 15 more. I want that live to hit 35. And I'll be nice. I'll be very, very modest with this. You know what I mean? Let's hit that. Let's hit that 35 wave. You know what I mean? Shouts to Al. I see you, Al. You know the vibes. Please share this room right on the side. We are officially live. I'm going to share it right now, too. You know what I mean? Like, shoot. This is what it's all about. This is real turntablist talk right over here. This is real turntablist talk, and I love it. All right? Okay, cool. And on that note, are you ready for the guest? I know you're ready for the guest. You definitely ready for the guest. If you're ready for the guest, yo, just light this room up with emojis right now. Just any emoji, I don't care. But don't curse at me. Don't be fresh either. Don't be sending no eggplants and madness like that. You know, y'all wild for that. If you're ready for this, yeah. You know the vibes. You know the vibes to that. Okay, so I need my special guest in the room. I need my special guest in the room right now to hit me with that invite. You know who you are. Hit me with the invite right now. Hit me with that invite. Hey. Oh, hey, oh. I'm from Jamaica, Queens. Hey, yo, and he too. Whoa, hey. Is he there yet? Hold on, whoa. And who is that right there? Oh, we in a hospital right now. Yeah. ROLI RHO, ladies and gentlemen, yeah! ROLI RHO!
What's up, everybody?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes, ROLI.
What's up, man?
ROLI? How you doing, big brother?
Surviving, you know, thanks for appreciate it.
Definitely, man. Yo, I need everybody right now to share this room and let everybody know that ROLI is right here. And yeah, you know what I mean? This is a big blessing right over here. Shouts to
What
all
up,
the DJs.
man?
If you ever scratch in your life, you have a turntable at the crib, you ever watch ROLI or you ever watch anybody scratch, share this room right now. Share this room right now. Because we're gonna talk about some turntablism.
No word.
About some turntablism. How you feeling, big brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, just going through. It's Sunday, so I get a whole rest day today, and then tomorrow, starts another testing and stuff, and I get dialysis, and I'm just, weighing it out till Tuesday until I get an operation.
Right, definitely. And I totally hear that. And everybody's prayers, all around the world is with you right now. You know what I
Thank
mean? All
you.
around the world. Every, like, cats from
Yeah.
Japan were hitting me up, cats from Germany were hitting me up, cats from London were hitting me up. Like, fuck fingers, what's going on with Rolly Roll? I was just like, yo, my man is about to go into a fight. And they're like, yo, what are you talking about? And no, sorry. What are you talking about? And I was like, yo, you're about to fight. Is he battling again? And it was like, nah, he's not battling again. He's battling something crazy. But he's a survivor right over here. And
Yeah, I've been battling for a long time on and off the set,
yeah,
and now that I'm off set, this is a whole totally different battle, and I'm always battling, and this is another battle that I have to face and stuff. So it's always it's either or. I don't know when I'm gonna retire. I don't know what the hell's going on.
oh, Rolly's not retiring because when Rolly comes out of this, he will compete in the DMC. He will be in the DMC. Let me see. 2025. Yeah, we're gonna do 2025 together. Why not?
You too much, man. You're intimidating me, man. What's going on? What's up with that, man?
Let's talk about intimidation, Rolly. Let's talk about intimidation. 15-year-old fat fingers walking into the IBP garage, and then you got this man. You got this robust Filipino man with the weed bandana and an army jacket, and I only saw him on videos and he looked crazy. Like he's like this. He's always like this. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, damn, like this is the God right now. I'm about to spar with the God right now. And then he was just like, yo, go scratch. I was like, okay. And what was the record? The record was from the Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh man, I don't know, man. Yeah, it was from the Black Panther thing, but it was crazy
Yeah.
though.
Yo,
Yeah,
but my man Chad, you know what I mean? Wakanda all day, you know what I mean? God rest his soul. But we're talking about the Black Panther movie. You know what I mean? Throw it out there. Let's talk about 95. I was super young. No,
yeah,
younger than that. No, younger than that. Like that was like 94, 94, 93. Yeah. I would say 94.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that Black Panther thing with the it was the cover, I think it was
Yes.
I think it was Canine Posse or something like that. I
Yeah. And
believe,
Biggie,
and then
Craig.
and yeah, and then it was just a cut. I think it was something like the devil made me do it or something. I was like, and then we're just like going back and forth and just like just doing like flashes and stuff, and and I told you to do it. I think I remember that. I think
Yeah,
I
that
remember.
was crazy. And when it was so amazing too, because like I was just like watching all the videotapes, I was geeking out, and I became a crazy student in the game. And then boom, you're here. And then let's say like the following year, like I got to see you in competition in '96 at Twilo. You know what I mean? God knows how I got into the club.
Oh,
No, that was
yeah,
all I
man.
was sneaking into the clubs hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it was 5 hours, and this is during the Zulu Nation anniversary where the X-Men and Scratch Pickles did the teams, and then everybody migrated, like gypsies, during Rocksteady weekend over downtown to Twilo. Thank God it was on the west side. So 8th Avenue must have looked crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the first ITF battle.
Yes.
It was the first ITF battle. It was a
Mm.
crazy battle, man. It lasted all night. When the doors opened, we saw the sunlight.
Yeah.
It was like six.
There
It
was
was like
no
5, 6
AC.
it was like 5, 6 in the morning. We're like, oh man,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a long
And there was
battle.
no AC. There was no AC.
Yeah,
The AC broke. Everybody was sweaty. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. It
It,
was it
it's
was
it's
real dope.
yeah. It's been a crazy time, man. From from back then till now.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Rolly. I put up the clip on Fader Slap Radio, and everybody please follow Fader Slap Radio, on Instagram. And I put up the clip of you in 1999 in San Francisco at the DMC finals.
Right.
At the Townsend Hall. I
No,
believe
it was that was at the Palace of Fine. I believe it's Palace of Fine Arts.
Oh,
That's
okay, okay,
that
okay.
that was the DMC.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was the Palace of Fine Arts.
Yeah, I felt that was one of your most illest and cleanest performances I've ever seen in wow.
Yeah, that was my last DMC 99. That was like my retiring. I told myself I'm gonna retire for this one. Like
But he
you
came back
know,
in 05 and 06. You know what I mean? Like a champion. You know what I mean? That was crazy.
yeah, yeah. And then the final battle, the final DMC battle was like I tried, but I just did it for fun,
Right.
but and I wanted to like, just battle with other kids, like,
Right.
that because it's fun. I mean, there's this energy that rushes through your veins, right? And you
Adrenaline.
and you just want to do it. And that last battle would be 2014.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So let me ask you something. So from 2014 to like 97, 98 during like the ITF time, like the prime rib of turntablism, you know what I mean? Like when there were a lot of changes to push. Like let's get nerd. We're gonna get nerdy. We're gonna get nerdy right now. When people were doing
Okay.
patterns, doing push one-sided chase patterns, push patterns as well too. And then you saw the evolution between 96 and 97. Which is one of your
Yeah.
favorite routines that you did that you got to learn right in between that era?
Between 90s, it was like the sucker routine.
Ooh,
And then within that era, it was the rocks like this, as he rocks like this. Uh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that was the next level, and I believe, oh no, in '97, I think there was the Shannon routine.
yes. Let the music play.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
yeah,
Let me cut you off real quick. We did together the 5 minutes of funk,
yes, yeah.
and
Shout
you
shout
had
out to him. Yeah,
you had Flex going through all types of emotions, and I know the reason why. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And that was
yeah,
deep. For one, and this proves everything. With Rolly Shannon routine, if you go to the 5 minutes of funk on Rolly's number, Flex's mom, God rest her soul, was her favorite song was Shannon Let the Music Play, and it brought back a lot of memories to Flex. And
yeah. I did not know that. I
he
really
did,
did not know that.
but let's talk about behind the scenes. When I called Rolly, I was like,
Yeah.
you gotta do the Shannon, and then and I got, come on, you gotta do Shannon. You gotta. Oh man, forget about it. You know what I mean? And it was so amazing to see, Flex react like that to you, but Flex. I don't know if you reminded him. I think you did. You were also with Flex too in '97 during the starter. The starter.
Yeah,
The
yeah. It
DJ
was
battle.
it was the vibe. It was called the VMS, the Vibe Music Seminar Battle.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. With
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. It was Vibe Magazine, and that was the first time. They did that battle twice.
Right.
For 98 and 99, I believe. Yeah.
Nice. And he got that fly starter jacket too. That nice yellow with the blue letters with the white trimming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, man. It was that dope jacket, man. You love that jacket.
I love that jacket. I love that jacket. I love all your DMC jackets. I love your army jacket. I love your polo sport jacket. You know what I looked up to Rolly because that's big brother right there. IBP forever. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Mr. Base Productions, Fit Platoon. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
cousins. You know what I mean? Little brother to that, as well as
Yeah,
50.
IBP, we were all kids back then, man. We just wanted to do parties, you know? Like it was just like party rocking, you know, like and I think back in the early 90s in the Filipino community, like
Yes.
that was like one of the strongest in my opinion, like community, you know, connecting, you know, like instead of just like today, it's like, you know, it's hard to get people together. Well, you know, besides the times that we're going through now, but you know, the COVID, but you know, like before then, you know, like in the 2000s, like the late 2000s, like the community was hard to bring together because everything is online, everything is like social media and all that stuff. I mean
Yeah.
I thought that was I thought that would be the platform for getting everybody together, but back then it's not the same as back then where you personally hand a person a flyer, and you know, and you're actually you you know, talking to them like, yo, come to this party. You know, these days it's just like, you know, mass emailing, and then that's it, you know?
Yeah. Like
You
I
know?
did the job. That's it. Yeah. I just pressed this button. Shots to Constant Contact. Yes. There we go. I
Yeah,
gotta refill my credits, you know.
yeah,
But it
yeah,
was such a swag to with that because like I used to be a promoter, you know what I mean? I still
yeah,
do promote, you know. Fucking, I am a promoter too, you know. But only when it comes down to certain things, you know. I'm very niche, but it's very effective too. But I learned with giving out flyers to your parties, I was an opening DJ. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And I
yeah.
used to talk to mad girls. What? I felt like Tommy Lee Gus from the dirt. You know what I mean? Like I used to talk to mad girls, but I was like, "Here, man, here you go. I see you at the party. What party is this?" I'm like, "Yo, this is a party. You don't understand. We're gonna be behind LaGuardia Community College at a party called Yips, and ROLI RHO is gonna be. ROLI RHO, is Kid Capri gonna be there? No, ROLI RHO. You know what I mean? Crazy. So let's talk about
Yeah,
right behind LaGuardia Community College. Let's steer away from the turntablism real quick, and let's get back into that. You know, like we used to, ladies and gentlemen, like Rolly, Def J, and a whole bunch of partners. They used to rent out halls, you know, and then also we were in the clubs too heavy. We were at Club Speed. We were at the Tunnel.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
We were all over the place, all over the city. Anything that was hot in the city, we had a night over there. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
then we used to have the joints like where we just got crazy. You know what I mean? Like Yips,
yeah,
which is a buffet spot right now, right behind LaGuardia Community College. And people used to line up for Rolly's birthday party in the
yeah.
snow. It shit would be like fuck. Excuse me. It would be like minus 10 degrees outside, but everybody had their North Face. Everybody had their Avirex.
Yeah,
Everybody
I think,
thick bubble.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Yips right now. I think it's a donut place, isn't it? It's like it's like
Something
isn't it
like
like a donut place or something like that? Like
yeah.
I know people like take pictures of their donuts or something. I forgot what kind of donut plant or whatever. I don't know what it is. But I'm like, dang man. I mean, it was Yips was a dope hall behind LaGuardia Community College, and you know, those birthday parties were fun. You know, especially we had you know, God rest in peace. We had Rock Raider like perform. It was pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
You
we
know.
had the whole executioners. Yo, fresh out like Raider just won. The Dean's
Yeah.
championship he defended. Became the second
Yeah.
noise. Ooh, that's another
Yeah.
conversation. And then and they came and supported because it was like Superman, X-Men, and then came Fit Platoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, we were there. We were writing, you know, me, Cutting Candy, Doughboy, Neil Armstrong, and Vinrock at that time.
Yeah.
I Emerge came later, but you know, we were all like turntablists, but at the same time we were like or me and Daddy Dog were party rockers, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
Shouts to Daddy Dog, man. Like, I'm
yeah,
not I'm not gonna front. Like, one of his routines, one of his classic routines, a party group, Showbiz and AG. You know, like I was inspired. You know what I mean? By Daddy Dog. You know what I mean? I was inspired by the whole fifth, and I thought it was just amazing as a kid on the come up to see all of this happening. Me and amongst so many kids around the nation who were able to attain those videotapes. Let's talk
yeah,
about let's
yeah.
talk YouTube versus VHS, two different eras.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah.
when the videotapes came out, there were a lot of people saying, "Yo, I got a videotape. Yo, I got a videotape of this person or that one." Or, for example, "Yo, I got a dope, a videotape of Shortcut doing this routine." It's like, "Yo, let me see it." It's like, "Yo, $20." I'm like, "Oh,
Ooh,
damn, yo, you know." So it's like, "Yo, here, take my money," like, you know, because you want to see the routine, you know,
yes,
like those and then, you know, we just kept those VHS tapes, you know, studying
yes,
them, you know, like I studied the most person that I really studied was in my era was like when I looked for videotapes was Babu, you know,
yes.
like I loved his style. His beat juggling style was pretty dope, man. It had comprehension to it, you know, and then that was the West Coast, and then you had Shortcut, and then over the East Coast, then you know you always had the X-Men, you know, like you
Mhm.
had Raider, you had Sinister, Rob Swift, and Total Eclipse, which was the new member, you know,
Yes,
of X-Men at that time, and you know, like it was
yeah,
crazy, you know, everybody wanted like you know to see, you know, holding a videotape or DJing with that person. It's like it's very memorable, and you start what you do is you just start memorizing or examining or dissecting their routines, so you can make something of your own, you know.
hmm definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so coming out of the turntablism, who did you keep up with, and who inspired you in the club scenes? You know,
Oh, shoot. What was his name? Oh man. I mean, one of them, of course, one of them was Capri. You
yes,
know, like Tony Touch. Then, you know, I was also like a house DJ. So, like,
yes,
I liked. I mean, I loved the like Junior Vasquez. Then Tony Moran, Lil Louis Vega. You know, those cats. You know, the Masters at Work. You know, those
yes.
guys. You know, uh, 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 just a bunch of them, man. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you something. Now we're talking like, all right, let's talk about Spring Break MTV. You're flipping the channels. You see Biggie on there. Then all of a sudden you see Coco Chanel cutting it up, and then you see Scribble. What were your first thoughts?
Oh, what battle was that with Scribble and Daddy Dog or something? And
Oh,
like,
whoa. Wait, I didn't even know they battled.
I don't know, but I think he was in that same kind of category battle. It was that battle, but who did that battle?
No,
Was it
I remember it was a spring break, you know,
it
and
was
everybody
oh
was just wasted on TV. You know what I mean? You know, shots of all
okay.
these and everything. You know, looking back at that, thoughting it out. You know what I mean? With the tribal tattoos right over here. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, that
and no, it was this was on TV, and then like it was a Scribble just cutting it up. This was during MTV Grind.
I see.
Yeah. You know, but yes, but there was a showcase battle that that happened on MTV in the like on 2000, like we were bringing in 2000, which was in the TRL studios, and this is
TRL, yeah,
Slinky, JS1, and no
yeah,
no 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 not Slinky, no, was it Slinky? Yeah, I believe it was Slinky, or
right.
I may be mistaken. Yeah, Slinky, JS1, and it was Scribble when they were representing the Cold Cuts crew.
Oh yeah, the Cold Cuts crew, man. That crew was
Ooh.
fierce, man. Yeah, those. I mean, as much as they are as DJs and tape kings, like they battle. Like their cuts were crazy. And those three DJs were really strong in the four elements, like in the b-boy scene too. You
Yes.
know, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, what was your first taste of being on public? Like you being in the public as, yo, this is ROLI RHO, and the shine came on you.
I mean, the first time when that scene did happen was I mean, on the underground level, it would be the Rhythm Method battle, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, on the underground
Ooh.
level, and then yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, that's where I think kids started noticing, and especially like around my community, which is
Yes.
like the Filipino community,
Yes.
and then from there, my first my first shine was the DMC 94 or 95, DMC 95, 94's Rock Raider, 95, where I was at Limelight, and Red Alert was hosting,
Mm-hmm.
and when I did my thing, when he announced the people who placed the regionals, he's like in third place, my man DJ ROLI RHO, and then that's where the shine started happening for me when he started going. When I say ROLI, you say RHO, and then I
Rolly.
was like, oh yeah, and I was like in my head, I was like, ooh. That's gonna be in the VHS tape.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna
That is
need that
audio
right
ready.
there. But shout out to Red Alert, man. Like that was the first time I met Red, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, man. Like, I'm meeting a legend, and he gave me a shout out on the mic on DMC. I was like, this is classic.
Oh yeah.
It's really classic. Yeah.
Everybody waits for that when Red Alert, like hosts the DMC. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I try to keep that energy going too, like as a DMC host myself. Along with Lord Finesse, I'm third generation. But
Yeah.
like even like when I competed, I was just like, yes, I came in third. Is he gonna do the rolling? When I say fat, you say fingers. He didn't do that shit. I was like, damn, yo.
But
God.
it was really it was like the most classic thing for me, and that's when
Yeah,
from that day I knew, like, okay, I'm in the videotape. Definitely, I'm in the videotape, and definitely Red gave me a shout out. This is going to be something for a long time coming. Like, like me and Daddy Dog, like we when we entered that battle, me, Daddy Dog, and when we entered, I mean, all we wanted to do was just be on the VHS tape. We thought like just being on the VHS tape just once, and it's like we don't have to battle anymore. We're famous.
yeah,
But the
hell yeah.
thing is, yeah, I mean that was our vibe. But then when we when when we noticed, like, like when I noticed when I was on the VHS tape, it just made me think, Leo, I could go further. I could just keep going. I could do this. Like
Yeah.
I could keep creating routines and see what other battles I can enter, and that's what I did. I just entered battles, and there were a lot of battles that came, like the Zulu battles,
Yes.
yeah, and then like the ITF battles,
Yes.
the Vibe Music Seminar,
Mhm.
and
I
Daddy
put
Dog, yeah, he did a lot of battles himself, and
I
so did
battle.
Neil Armstrong. Everybody
battle.
did, huh?
Not the Lakaya battle, like 105.9, when 105.9 had a hip hop station right before Lakaya. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
and then
definitely.
yeah. And let me ask you something too, Rolly, because I have so many questions. I
Go
have so
ahead.
many questions. There was this one routine that you did, and it was the 900 number.
Oh yeah, the 900. Yeah, the 900, man. I mean, it elevated so many. I had to elevate it so many times because, like, the first person I saw who did the 900 at a DMC. I think was Bobcat or something. I think
But yeah, it was
something
DJ
cat.
Battle Cat, and that
Yeah,
was in
Battle Cat. Yeah, Battle Cat. Yeah, and I saw him do the 900, and I was like, ooh. And it's like, I tried to make something of my own, but but as time went by, and then now we're in the digital age.
Yes.
I flipped it to another level where it's like, okay, this is something you cannot do on vinyl, but the thing is, it's like, this is my 900 number now. So like, there's so many people that done 900. I can't say it's mine, but I
Right.
just, but I actually participated in it to make it into a higher, to just try to make the
That was
900
yours.
into a
You're the only
higher
person doing the
platform.
Cabbage Patch to the 900 number. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you mean
You're
the
like,
pointing of the finger? You put the pointing of the finger? Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, man, that was the thing that's like like when I came home and I'm doing parties, it's like, yo, Rolly Roll, and then they start doing that Vogue thing. I was like, okay, that's I did that. That's my fault.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I definitely got slapped on that one. They're like, yeah, but I was like, like people liked it, I was like, because it's just like, yeah, that's the Rolly Roll move. I was like, oh man, you guys are nuts.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. So like now that we're like in a super digital era,
Yeah,
you know,
we are.
production, like what's up with that?
I totally support it. I love it. I mean, either you're a controller DJ or DJ who uses phase DJ. Like or a DJ who uses a needleless turntable,
Yeah.
like the 12s.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally support it. I mean, as long as you make music out of it and be creative, that's the art. That's the art. The art is just it's like you're now these days. It's like you're a producer now.
Mm-hmm.
That their turntablist has another name. Like, you could be a producer. you
Right.
know but do it live. you
Right.
know Creating something live is like producer slash turntablist. You do it. I mean, you get so creative live. It's an energy that you give out to people of your creativity, and that's what people would love to look at and rock out, and rock with you. I
Exactly.
mean, there is a crowd. I mean, that just like, you just play the music, and then you're a mixologist. Of course, I respect a lot of mixologists, because those are the people that make the people dance.
Yeah.
Like, that's really the main thing. You want to make the people dance and enjoy what you're doing. But if you just get creative on it, you're like, you're putting a lot of action into it. You're amusing yourself as well as them.
Yeah. Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the world famous ROLI RHO of the Foot Platoon, IBP, and also too the creator of Open Faders, and he is continuing on the third generation. I would say third generation of table turns.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and so I need everybody to put a fire emoji, because Rolly's man, Rolly's not fire.
Yeah, man. Definitely table turns has been like a project that I've been working on. Me and Al. Shout out to Open Faders
Yeah.
for helping me out for putting out table turns. It's a project for a community for turntablist community. I mean, now that the COVID came, Al told me, "Hey, let's do Table Turns Home Edition,"
Yes.
and I was like, "You think it'll work?" It's like, "I think so. Like, let's give it a try." So we gave it a try, and it worked. So we did three episodes, of Table Turns,
Yes.
and this time it's not even just people from New York or the East Coast. I'm actually reaching out people from all over the world, or the other side of the East Coast, the West Coast people,
Yes.
and like just doing that, it gave me table turn table turn gave us of a platform to reach more people out there instead of just New York. I love New York, but then it's like I know there's so many tablelists out there, and I would love to reach out to them, and it's like, yo, would you like to be on Table Turns? And
Hell yeah.
and people do know. I mean, like the young kids know what Table Turns are, and it is. And I was like, wow. I was like, I'm surprised you know about this. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Like, like it's dope. It's legendary, and then they're all very grateful and thankful. But but Table Turns and Open Faders is very grateful for for them saying yes and actually performing for us, for the community.
Yeah.
It's history. It's documented. Because then in like maybe 15, 20 years, those kids that did Table Turns, those young kids maybe some of them will turn into like to goats, and I won't even know. Like it's crazy.
I was one of those kids going back in the day, and let me tell you, that brought so much energy into my heart to compete because
Yeah.
Table Turns was like borderline the Apollo. Like if you were whack, they weren't booing, but they would just look at you like, It was like a song battle, like where they're like, ooh, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you saw a progression when suppose if like DJ XYZ, he was mediocre, but then the next month he'll be like, yo, is that the same kid from last month?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Table Turn
Yeah.
was what they gave you like a fox, a fox battle type feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got
You know.
that's how I feel like, like I was getting ready, like the allies were getting ready, like the fifth was getting ready, and everybody else who participated. You had the young Precisions, the young Boogie Blinds, the young
Shout out to
Shifty,
them. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, and we saw a progression, the turntable crash dummies.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Oh, yo, shout out to Neil Armstrong. He's in the building, man.
Neil Armstrong,
Yeah.
Phil
What up, Neil?
boy, you know what I mean? In the building.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. Like even earlier today, we had a Neil. Shout out to Neil, big time. Like he always tries to put things together, to keep us together. But it was the first time we zoomed, me and the fifth platoon, the whole fifth platoon, even Tyke and I Emerge. So I got to talk to I Emerge. I Emerge is chilling, man. He's good, and so is Tyke.
Yes.
Oh boy. So it was the first time all of us got into Zoom, and we're all in one room. And I hope either Neil or somebody took snapshot it. So it was pretty memorable. They're all wishing me luck during these hard times that I'm going through and stuff.
Yes, definitely. And man, oh man, Rolly, like we all love you. You know what I mean? Like when we got the word out there,
Yeah.
we were like, what? Like, are you serious? You know what I mean? And it's been a very trying year. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it has.
I'm so honored to have you on this platform, Fader Slap Radio, with myself and Boogie Blonde, and just to talk. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people have, heard you like really talk like this, very candidly and very privately, because you're technically my older brother. I don't have any brothers and sisters. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
14, 15. So we've been through it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off times and when it was on. Yo, Rolly, let me share a story with you. The first time I was gonna enter a DMC competition in '98, I was with the whole fifth. I was like, yeah, what? Like, let's go. You know what I mean? I was ready to go. I was amped. I had Neil, I had Daddy Dog, I had Candace, Rolly, all in the car, and we were and it was a hot summer day, and then guess what? We got stuck in traffic. We got stuck in the Williamsburg Bridge.
Was that your battle? Was that your battle? That
That
was your
was
first.
98. That was the 98 DMC.
Oh yeah, your DMC battle. I remember that, man. That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then,
yeah,
and then it was so crazy because we were late, but everybody's like, "Yo, Fingers is gonna do his thing." Yeah, and then they just broke it down, and they were like, and Christy, she was new, and then she was just like, "You too late," and I was like, "Oh damn." I
yeah,
was mad. I'm not gonna front. I did go home and cry. Yeah,
yeah,
I was out because all that pent up energy. But that following year, I did train again for the rhythm method. And I did become a champion. You know what I mean? But if it wasn't for y'all, you know what I mean? Like that fifth platoon spirit, along with the IBP, like I wouldn't be, so amped to like battle and so forth. As and then like you guys opening me to like the world through videotapes and through CDs and cassettes. Listening
yeah.
to junkies, listening to, the scratch pickles. Like we were just nerding out, man. And
Yeah, yeah. I mean, turntablism, like in the '90s, it's a big nerd thing, man, and it's a lot of studying your records. Record collecting. It's crazy. Like just to go record shopping and then trying to study like which song you want to break down. You know, it's crazy. Like to me, like I had to really study these songs. Like what is this song? What is this record? I wouldn't know what this record is because back in days, it's not like there were MP3s or anything like that. So it's like either you buy it and either it's a flop or not.
exactly. And let's talk about your needles, Rolly. You had some creative ass needles.
Yeah,
You
man. Like,
like
yeah, people told me like, "Yo, man, you the guy that makes the needles," right? I was like, "Yeah," but the thing is, I don't make it. It's just like it's like Frankenstein. It's like different body parts of just to create a needle that I think that will be best for me. But it was just like testing here and there. It's not like I knew exactly what was going on, but I knew that I pretty much knew the dynamic of the needles, of the elliptical needles and the
yeah,
spherical. Like I knew those and stuff. But it's just like it's just which needle. Like I just created a needle for myself that I know that's comfortable and I know that would stick.
yeah, like the P90X or like the
Yeah,
M90X.
yeah, yeah, man. And I mean, even the what's that? Those Radio Shack needles. Even the DATs. Oh my God,
Those that
those give out the hisses. Those give out the big hisses, yo. Like they burn the records like crazy.
like guys, if you don't know what hissing is and burning records, like it's like when a record plays and everything sounds like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Back like so like if you bring it back, like to
on
the
the ones.
bad meaning bad meaning goes like bad meaning good.
Yeah, yeah because you're definitely when you keep doing on the ones on those DATs like they tend to eat the record up and you get the hiss at the end
Yeah,
or in the beginning. Yeah,
definitely. And we all
yeah,
through that.
yeah.
But how you feeling right now, Rolly? How you feeling?
I feel good that now that I have this Sunday off. I mean, I've been here since Wednesday, and from Wednesday to today, like I've been through dialysis, and from a lot of blood tests and like X-rays, for what they're about to do on Tuesday.
Right.
So tomorrow, like I got the surgeon who's gonna tell me like, okay, this is the whole deal. This is how it's going down. This is what's gonna happen.
Right.
So I kind of got the gist of it. Like what's gonna happen. Like I've been in this hospital before, and like there may be 3 or 4 people that are looking out for me, like because they're either they're friends of family or I knew them from back in the days.
Right.
Like when they were
Filipino.
you know
Is it a
Yeah, man.
It's a Filipino
Yeah,
kid. Is it
yeah, yeah.
ah
Somehow, like, these Filipino kids, when they're Filipino kids, I'm working with them, or like I'm DJing, and then I'm working with them in the nightlife, and then suddenly, like, I'm in the hospital and I see them. It's like, what are you doing? He's like, I work here. I was like, wow, that's pretty dope. Like, they upgraded themselves. It's like, so shout out to them, like, for taking
that's
care of me.
hardworking Filipinos out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't know if a lot of people know, but I was hospitalized. I just came down with type 2 diabetes myself, and I was a pit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, word.
And I'm not gonna front. There was this one Filipino nurse who was the shit trying to find my veins. You know what I mean? Yo, I remember, like, they brought out, like, they brought out the machine to try to look for my veins and everything else. I'm like, my veins are right there. They're like, no, we're not getting the flash. And then Tita just came from the side of the curtain, and then all I heard was, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin's dun 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 dun. And she's like 4'11", and she coming in mad chill, and then she's like, okay, that's it. I was like, oh shit, thanks, Tita. This is fire.
Yeah, man. They pros. They know where they are. They know where the veins are, man. They're crazy for the blood work.
So she got me right over here, like in my palm right here. I was like, word, this is a damn. You know what I mean? This is pretty gangsty, but but there's one thing that you told me, like, to definitely take care of myself, and I am definitely taking care of myself. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. Like, I'm telling people out there to take care of themselves, because it's like, I was born diabetic, and then from the age 30, it just blew up. Like, it became dormant,
Right.
and then it just didn't stop, and then that's how I lost my leg, and then from my leg, something happened to my kidneys.
Right.
I had kidney failure, and now with my kidney failure, like, one thing led to another, and three of my main arteries are clogged with calcium.
Right.
So yeah, so I mean, if I must let you guys, like, I'm just being forward that I'm getting a triple bypass on Tuesday,
Right.
which is probably, you always hear triple bypass or quadruple bypass, and it's like to me, it's like the most scariest thing, because I always hear it in movies, or I always hear it at, or people getting it, but I'm like, dang, I never thought it would happen to me. But
Right.
you guys got to take care of yourselves. Like,
Yes.
for the people, like, who DJ out there hard, like, well, I know not too many of you. I mean, I know right now it's like there's a low point, but when the nightlife comes back, just like, it's good. It's fun to DJ and then drink and then, party, with everybody, but you just got to know your limits. I tell everybody, like, you need to learn how to slow down, just slow down for a little bit, because if you keep doing it, your body is going to get strained,
Yes.
for real. Yeah.
That's what I experienced this year. You know what I mean? Like, going hard, going hard in this industry, doing radio, preparing
Yeah.
myself for radio. Sometimes DJing, 12 events in 1 week, and drinking a lot of Moet Rosé because it's on the right. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, let me get Moet Rosé and a couple of waters. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
doing 3 spots and, like, Moet. And I'm like, shit, like, and then you just live for the moment. I'm like, rocking the fuck out on some rock star shit, but then when the shit gets real, you just like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it gets real. Like, I always believe I mean, to me, I have a saying to myself: you're the first one in and the last one out. Definitely, you're the first one in because, like, well, to me personally, because I'm the first one in because I open up, and or I DJ. But definitely, like, I'll be the last one out.
Right.
Like you got friends partying and they're drinking with you, but then it's like, when it's time to go back to work, you gotta go in and go hard all the way till like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning, and then your friends will be like, "Yo, peace out. We're gonna go eat something." I'm like, "All right, go."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but then all in all, you're the last one out. So you got to take care of yourself since you're the last one out. You got to make sure you get home. Yeah, definitely.
It's
Yeah, a lot of water
it's,
for real.
it's sponsored by Fiji Water now.
Yeah, a lot of water, man. Like, first one in, last one out. That's my line. DJing's been great, man. Like, I've learned a lot. I traveled all over the world. I mean, not all over, but I traveled the world. Like at spots that I loved going to.
Wait. You traveled the world
Yeah,
with this because you worked hard. Because
yeah, I worked
those
hard.
your accolades spoke, more than just gibber and jabber. Your
Yeah, I mean, definitely the accolades worked. There was titles under my belt, and also what I'm doing, and who I'm working for. I mean, it definitely worked. So, but definitely when people are like iffy about you and stuff, and then they say, okay, I'll let you play for an hour or two, and then when you play afterwards, they'll be like, yo, we want you to DJ again, like, come back, because there's always doubts, but then, I prove them wrong, what I'm saying? So, like, saying that I can't party rock,
Yo, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Turntablists can rock parties, but
Yeah, they
not
can.
everybody. Don't get gassed, everybody out there. Don't get gassed. There's only a certain few who know how to control that vibe in that room. You know what I mean? You can't run out of records. You know what I mean? You got to know how to read that crowd. You know?
Yeah, man. Reading the crowd is the most important thing. It is. I mean, even in battling, you got to read your crowd. You got to know when to do your jokes, and because sometimes you have routines that have punchlines. You gotta land it right,
Yes.
so the crowd can actually feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, there is truth in there.
It's all from experience, and it's all from learning from the big bros, and then finding my ways, through this gauntlet of an industry and of the world,
Yeah.
an international level. You know what I mean? All I wanted to do was just be like you, Rolly. You know what I mean? Like, word, he's DJing, and he's on a video. I'm on video too.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, you did your thing. I mean, definitely, like, whatever accolades you have done, you can only, or whatever accolades that the DJs that are in this room right now that are listening, whatever you have done, you have to say to yourself, no one's done it except you. So you done it.
Right.
Like shout out to Fat Fingers for doing this for the Fader Slap Radio, and shout out to Fat Fingers for all of that he's done. Like, he's on the radio, and then you got to say, and Fat Fingers, you got to say to yourself, since you're on the radio, you got to say to yourself, like, dang, for the people that I know, no one's at my level right now. You did your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I travel. I've done, and I work for a DJ school, Scratch DJ Academy. And I've done ships. I've done Royal Caribbean ships. And then I tell myself, like, yo, for the people back there, for the people back where I'm home, I'm like, nobody's where I am right now. I've done what I needed to do. So you have to really thank yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back for doing those achievements. You gotta embrace it. So you're like, dang, I did this, I did that. Like, I gotta be humble.
Right. Definitely. And humble brings you a long way, but sometimes you just got to put that foot in that ass. you know?
Yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, man, you're that guy, man. You're like, I'll tell you something like real humble, and then you're like, nah, man, sweep the leg, Sweep the leg. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do that, bro. Come on now.
Rolly, sweep the leg. Rolly, sweep the leg. Sweep the legs. Yo,
It's
talking about that, let's talk about like Netflix and all of that. Talking about sweeping the leg. Did you see the new Cobra Kai series?
yeah, man. It's kind of crazy. It's making me laugh, man. It's nutty.
I don't get it. Daniel LaRusso is training Johnny's kid, which Johnny bastardized, and then his student, Johnny's student, looks like Ralph Macchio from back in the day, doing everything that Ralph Macchio used to do back in the day, and then the Ralph Macchio looking like is beating up, yeah, Johnny's kid.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I still have to watch more of it. You know, I'm not finished on it yet, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, and you know Elizabeth Hurley's coming back in that season 3 too.
Oh, word. Oh man, I see. See, don't spoil it on me, man. I need to finish that.
I already saw it when it was on YouTube. That's the only reason why I got the just to that and Iron Eagle. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean?
All right.
But,
All right. Ooh, Iron Eagle. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean. And let's talk about like your pastimes. Like I know for a fact you're a big comic book fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Me and my dad owned a comic book store. Like several, we hopped on one to place when like we had 3 comic book stores all together, and you know, so it was just like comic books and DJing. It's about the same thing. It's all about collecting. You know, in the 90s, like it's all about what you know, which comic book is the one to get, which is a collector's item.
Yeah.
Same thing, which records to get, which records are collector's item. You know, it's the same thing. You know, and when you open a comic book, it has a story. When you play the record has a story. You
Yep.
know, and then when you're a turntablist, you make your own story in that record. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry, I mean, I'm nerding out.
Yo, we nerd out here.
Yeah.
Nerd out here.
Yeah,
Nerd out.
definitely, man, definitely.
Boogie Blind does it all the time. I do it all the time. This is where we get the woosah out. You know what I mean?
The woosah, yeah, definitely.
Dirty woosah out.
Yeah, definitely, man.
That's what it's all about. You know, so I honestly feel, dabble into comics and everything. Shouts to Ryan, the IVP youngest brother, from Def Jam Jr.
Oh yeah.
I got to learn about Marvel and so forth, and I honestly feel like I'm Wolverine and the Hulk and Mike Tyson all in the same at the same damn time. You know what I mean? Like all at the same damn time. If there was a superhero, boom, the DNA of each third, that'll be me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for myself, man,
Which character do you feel like?
I feel like since things are knocking me down and making me alive, I feel like I'm either like a Weapon X or like or Deadpool.
Ooh.
You know, so, I mean, yeah,
That shit, Rolly.
yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Oh no, not yeah, it's crazy, man. So I don't know. I'll always keep coming back, So it's a battle.
Yes, it is a definite battle. You gotta, they try to destroy you and you just rebuild yourself. You know what I mean? Destroying.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things, and that's one of the biggest things that, shows a longevity.
Yeah.
In this, because there's people who just come out, just come in and they just come out, they pop in, pop out. But we've been here for a long time.
I see. I actually pop in and pop out. I see DJ Lowlife. Like he's one of the IBP guys. Like I work with. He's a longtime friend, man. Shout out to him. I watch him DJ, and he amazes me how he DJs. Like it's kind of great. And now he video DJs. Like it's crazy how he does it. And now it's like how he connects how he just makes all the songs seem so seamless.
Yes.
Like yeah, even on the videos, I'm like, wow, pretty skillful though.
Reggae vibes. I've
Yeah,
stayed through Low Life and DJ Brandy. You know, but shouts to Low Life. You know what I mean? We lived in Jamaica, Queens, where we're so close to VP Records. You know what
definitely Queens. Yeah, Queens, man. Queens get the money, man.
I mean?
Queens, bro.
That's right. All day, Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Rolly.
Yeah,
Queens,
you know.
Mets. What's good? I'm not a Yankees fan. Mets all day. You know what I mean? No, I'm sorry, Rolly.
Yeah. You're crazy. I even see like shout out to I even see Crazy Charles. Like he helped us in the DMC back in the
Yeah.
days, you know.
Yes, and Charles with all the polo, and you with all the polo too. You got
Yeah.
me into the polo early, but I was too young for all of that. I was just like, yo, what are y'all doing? And all y'all were like hustling, working. You know, it wasn't at Pizza Hut, it was at the comic book store, or y'all was doing battles. You know, or
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, man.
parties.
Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut. Like on what was that on Hillside or is that Hillside right there?
Francis Lewis.
Oh, Francis. I don't know, man, but it was just like it was like the meeting place for everybody. Like
Yes,
you know, and then you go across the street. You could take the bus to Atlantic City.
that's it. And that was right there. You know, and then you go across the street
Yeah.
where they had all the teachers, you know, like the supplies to all the teachers, and you could get all the cheat books.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like, yeah.
Not in
So, yeah. Shout to Low Life and Crazy Charles for holding down Pizza Hut, man. All the DJs be hanging around there. You know what I'm saying? Like all the DJs that I know, like you know that hang out there. It's a pretty dope spot.
So let's talk about the polo, Rolly.
Yo, what about the polo?
Thank you for giving me one of your vintage, you know, polo sports, which I'm just like, damn, that's real. Thank you. I love you for
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. No problem, man. I figure pass it on. You know, just
yes.
just there goes your collector's item. You know, like I have so much, man. I'm like, dang. I was like, you know, like shout out to Precision. Like I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look for Precision. I gotta take pictures of my rugbies, man, because I think they fit him.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, man, here, you want this? Like, you know,
Word.
like, but the thing is, I know he's got the dopest gears, man, for
No,
Precision.
come up. No. Hold on. Y'all on the come up. You guys are shining. Cookie boots. You know what I mean? Like polos. Like when polo sport was just at its like its craziest. Like I was just like, damn. Like these motherfuckers look like models at the parties. And then with the bear jackets, the bubble bear jackets, the North Face jackets, the bubbles and all of that. You know, it was,
Yeah.
I had a cop a Helly. No, sorry, my mom paid for the Helly Hansen. Let's keep it a buck, and I saw it on Glaciers of Ice.
Yeah.
But I had to come and jiggy just like y'all too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that definitely my hardest piece was the fireman jacket. It had the reflectors and the back is a CPRL 93. It's kind of crazy, you know. Like I think the other person that I've seen it like that wore it, and it was on the cover of one of his singles was Grand Puba. Either it was the album or it was a single. Like Grand Puba was wearing it back in the days. I was like, ooh, he's got it. Like that means my piece is good.
Yes. That's the Ralph Lauren making big boy polo.
Yeah, man.
Because he'll figure that was a belly. It was the belly shirt. It was.
Yeah.
We were making tall sizes.
Yeah, man.
And Low Life with the Snow Beach USA fleece. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely Low Life with the USA fleece, man. It's crazy. You know, like, you know, our times was crazy, man. Like, you know, like, it was fun. I don't know. It was like, it was all hood, baggy jeans, you know, like, whatever. Like, everything was hood. But then, you know, either there were just kind of conflicts at a party, but the thing is, it would be settled at later on and stuff. But, you know, that's just all the action. I mean, that's just the action of that nightlife in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Not today it's like I don't know. I think it's pretty light. Like I don't know what's going on actually.
You saw it in a different perspective. You know, I'm not knocking age or anything, but like eras. you know, and
Yeah.
you know, like in high school, like it was just crazy. Everybody was beef happy. I remember, you know, in my high school, like they would like hold the train doors and they start beating up other kids from different high schools or like different gangs and everything. I was just like, damn, man, this shit is for real, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man. The gangs. I mean, the gangs back in the days. That's what created like the groups, and then they you know it's what created parties too. You
Yes.
know, they would all come because you know they're all coming in packs. I can't say gangs, but they all come in packs. You know,
It
and it's great. It's crazy that's how they get social
was
right there. What?
social cliques.
Social clicks, yeah, man. But yeah, but I mean, you know, but that was back in the days, you know. That was the age of the flyers.
Yeah,
The flyer age was my time, you know.
definitely, definitely, definitely. Oh man, Rolly, I got a couple of more questions for you because I know it's getting late, you know, and I
Oh
was
yeah,
to wrap.
definitely.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's talk about Fit Platoon.
Okay.
All right, Fit Platoon.
Yeah.
You guys had a Adidas. You guys had an Adidas shoe
Yeah.
about the same year as the Heavy Hitters. You know,
Yeah.
hold on, wait a second. Hold on.
DJ
Oh, wrong
FATFINGAZ.
button. Oh, sorry. Wrong button.
FATFINGAZ.
Like, yes.
I'm a
F. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
same year, I need a Fit Platoon drop. But you know, like that same year, Adidas came out with the high top. You know, it was the Fit Platoon shoe and then the Heavy Hitter shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you still have that sneaker?
Yes, I do. And shout
Woo!
out
That's
and definitely shout out to Neil Armstrong for being part of Adidas. You know, like he did, I mean, even though like, you know, he DJ'd for Jay-Z and you know, and then he became a spokesperson, you know, for Adidas, I
yeah,
believe. And then you know, and then even though with all the hype and what he's doing, you know, he's very humble. Like he always thought he thought about the crew. So he said, "Yo, let's go make you know." So he asked Adidas if they can make a Fit Platoon sneaker for a 10-year anniversary.
yes.
Yeah,
It was fired.
yeah,
And let's talk about Staple. When you guys got sponsored by Staple, and shouts to Swish as well too, and 555 Soul, you know, and Starter. Staple was very special because that was an underground brand that was coming out with Stussy and Supreme and
yeah,
Brooklyn Industries, I believe, and
yeah,
72 was in the mix along with PMB, Mecca, Echo, early Echo, not the Echo right now. Shouts to Mark Echo, no disrespect.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
was that right around the time when the whole pigeon dunk experience?
No, well, Staples before the pigeon.
Ah,
I
okay,
mean, yeah, yeah. Staple, Jeff Staple, like I remember he was at Wetlands, right? He was at Wetlands, and Jeff gave me a shirt, and it was the I still have it. It had the it was just a hand on the chest, but it was about it was a turn it was like a scratching on a turntable.
oh
You
wow,
know, it was just a hand, and I was like, oh yeah, they were dope. I'll take it. Like, you know, thanks. And he left his number on the shirt and everything. Like, and then yeah, he called. Actually, I gave him my number. He called me back, and we were just talking about, you know, his shirts and, you know, how much positivity he had, and, you know, he had a 6 degrees jacket, like he said, 6 degrees, and then he had I believe Most Def wore that jacket, and it like and then there was the it was the there was a Free Mamiya, I believe, shirt or something, and then and then there was like a lot of staple shirts that he was making, and and I wanted to be part of it, so Jeff made it happen. You know, shout out to Jeff for that. You know, but then we did a lot of stuff for Jeff, and Jeff did tons of stuff with us. Like, he actually like it made the I think he made the fifth platoon. He made the fifth platoon hoodie.
Wow. The one with the 5P?
Yeah.
That
But
was so cool.
the 5P was made by somebody else. But
Right.
I think we had it on staple. We put it on staple and stuff. So it was cool.
Wow. That's gangster.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of history right over here. And I could go on for another hour, but I'm just gonna vibe. I'm gonna tone it down because I want my big brother to get his rest. Every
Yeah.
there, you know what I mean? I want to see a fire emoji. You still with us? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yo.
I just want to thank everybody like who's been like on my page. I'm sorry that I haven't returned comments on my page. It's really overwhelming. So I had a shout out to Cindy, she's like a great sister of mine. She, I gave her my account password and stuff like that just to post that I'm okay. So shout out to Cindy for posting on my Facebook and to Instagram that I'm okay, that I'm doing, or what's about to happen to me.
Right.
But I really wanted to return all these comments, and I'm very grateful to everybody. It's given me a lot of strength, but it's overwhelming to look at each and every single one of them and reply a comment. I mean, I feel bad just hitting a heart or a like, and then not saying anything.
It was a long way.
Yeah, it's a long way. You got like over 1,000 comments on IG, and then on Facebook you got hundreds, like 500 and up. And it's like I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna take too long. Like, so. But I just really wanted to personally thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. Even the goats, that gave me a blessing and shout out. And wishing me well. Like, I really want to thank them too. And I thank the community, the DJ community. Like, I always thought, like, oh my God, this is the COVID times is getting bad. I think the DJ community is dying. But if you look at my page, the DJ community is not dying. It's really strong. Like,
It's been there.
I love the DJ community, man.
Yeah.
Like, I love how it's being created. And it's not me that's creating all this. It's them. Like, it takes one person. It takes one person to create a community. Then after that, when you create a community, the people that are in that community, they create their own community.
Right.
So it's like a triangle where everybody starts, making their own communities, and then once you know it, you have this whole big community that you just didn't know, and it's like, wow, like, thanks for supporting, because you gotta believe in what you do, for your community, and that's what I believe in my community really hard.
Right.
I mean, and just to make it exclusive, like, shout out to Dream But Don't Sleep, like, I hope to be getting things done with them, because there's a lot of history that needs to be said about my time in the 90s.
Right.
I mean, you always had the executioners, and your P junkies, and then your ISP, and and now you have the fifth platoon.
Yes.
But then you have my era also, which is IBP, and Al's era, from Open Faders, Rhythm Method. We have a whole bunch of history to put in, and definitely, hopefully, like, something we can work out with Dream But Don't Sleep. But definitely, we'll see what happens,
I'm ready to help because I'm thankful that IB brought me into the Filipino community, and I stand strong in solidarity with Filipinos and Asians, although I am of, Spanish, Black, and white descent. You know,
Don't lie, you're Filipino, bro. Don't lie.
I talk to y'all bukas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Talk to me tomorrow, man, for real.
Pero, Inong tatay mo,
Yeah. Who's your daddy? Yeah.
you know. But yeah, I'm definitely honorary Filipino, and I'm not gonna front like doing these Spanish parties out here. You know, everybody's like, "Yo, how you Spanish and you Filipino and you Chinese or something?" I'm like, "Yo, fam, I'm Spanish, but I grew up. Y'all didn't want me back then. I'm Americanized. I'm sorry. My whole clique, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
but I was always in the city. I was always mixing it up with people. But like my core, I had the greatest training, DJ training ever in my life. I look back at this and I'm like, damn, I really was technically trained and trained right as a turntablist and as a club DJ, going through the eras from yourself, Def J, Junior, Brandy, let me see who else. Shouts to Two Crew, shouts to AMU, Charles, shouts to
Yeah.
Bass, and
Yes.
to,
Yeah. Shout to a Flip Squad
yeah,
and
Flipside and
Treble and Bass.
yeah,
What was that? Yeah, definitely, man. Like
yeah.
Hit
That's
Squad. Yeah, there's so much stories that
us.
because we did college parties and house parties and outdoor parties. Like we even rented clubs just to have our own scene. You know what I'm saying? So there is history in the 90s within us, so but that's a story to be told, and I hope y'all like
Mitch,
wait for it.
Mitch, because like at Club Speed, one floor will be a whole bunch of Filipinos and Chinese and Taiwanese and Koreans, mixed with Spanish and Black, and West Indians. And then at the downstairs, you have like Funk Master Flex with early Bobby Trends, early,
Yeah,
like Wide Eyed Cypher Sounds,
yeah,
Coco Chanel, and everybody. And then it would just be in different rooms. Like I remember that's how I met Bobby Trends back in the day. And I was just,
yeah,
man, that's crazy. And then there
it's definitely.
where it will be a Filipino night on one side of the area, and then Camilo will be with Hitless on the other side.
Yeah, man. And they'd be looking at us, be like, "Who are these DJs? Like,
Like,
who are these cats?
yeah,
Who are these guys? Like, we're nothing. We're nobodies. But we party rock. You
yeah,
know? Yeah. Definitely.
definitely. But Rolly, thank you for so much for your time. I love you, big brother. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. I thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything that you've done for me personally as a DJ, and I speak for the world. And thank you for contributing and being so selfless and being so amazing throughout the years, even through your battle years. Your crazy battle bad boy years, and
Yeah.
but you always humble. You know what I mean? But one thing that I always remember, you sharing with me was that tough love, and I always wanted to show that I was able to do it, and I'm happy that I've been able to show you as a big brother that I got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, look where you at now, man.
Dude,
I can't even catch up to you.
I do this
That's
for other.
you.
This,
That's you.
yeah. No, this is
You know?
IBP. You know what I mean? This is for Patu, and this is for the whole
Yeah.
Filipino community that brought me in,
Yeah, man.
and I
Shout to Queens, man. Shout out to Queens.
want money, but we unemployed right now, yo.
I know. I know, man. I know.
Yeah,
But there's ways to get the money, man. You know how it is.
selling, we ain't selling ass. I tell you that.
You crazy, man.
Word up.
But thank you, Fader Slap, for having me. Thank you, Fat Fingers. Thanks. And shout out to Boogie Blind. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
he blind. Trust me, blind is huge. He loves you so much. We had conversations
Yeah.
about you all weekend, and I'm so happy that we had the chance and opportunity, to talk to you on our platform, and
Yes.
it's just the most amazing thing. Thank you so much, Rolly.
Thanks, guys, and thank you everybody who's supporting. And thank you for the uplifts.
Yeah.
And shout outs and God bless you all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Fat Fingers.
You're very welcome, Rolly. I love you, man.
All right, love you too, man. Easy.
Easy. You too.
Yo, love you guys. Thank you very much. Peace.
Peace.
I'll be back.
Yes, he will be back.
Just stick around. Definitely, I'll be back.
Yes, definitely.
All
Oh,
right.
Rolly, this is something right over here. Yeah. So listen,
Thanks.
but we're gonna fade you out to black. I don't know how to do that right over here.
Yeah. I mean, I can X myself out, but you know.
Don't act yourself crazy. Don't say that. I see tomorrow. Lucas.
But I see you, Bukas, man. I see you, Bukas. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So check this out. So everybody, this is Fader Slap Radio, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Follow us, myself and Boogie Blind at Fader Slap Radio on Instagram, and we're gonna be going on Twitter, and we're gonna be going on TikTok as well too. I don't know about TikTok, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a little dicey right there. You know what I mean. But then we're gonna be putting all of this on all the streaming platforms that you can hear this. You can hear the audio. I will be putting up the video for everybody to catch a glimpse of what we spoke about, you know, tonight here on Fader Slap Radio. So thank you so much, Rolly. We have so much more work to be done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Love you, man.
Yes.
We out.
Easy.
Easy.
Latest, guys.
Later.
Peace.
Peace.